First thing we do with the high-end detail or any package we do is we remove everything from inside the car, because obviously some owners, they have a fair few items, cushions, whatever inside the car, rubbish, whatever. We remove everything first. Anything what we can't bag up in your bags, we bring bags and obviously just put them in the boot. First step to our high-end details, or any sort of detail we do, is we blow out the car, then give it a quick hoover before we start doing the outside of the car, just to make sure that all the dirt or dog hair don't go onto the clean paintwork once we've cleaned it. So we just give it a quick blowout. Once we've removed all the rubbish from the car, all the personal items, we've blown the car out to get any loose debris what might be in any gaps, we get our hoover and then we hoover the, say, 80% of all the dirt on the inside of the car, on the bottom. And like I said, this is to prevent the dirt coming back out onto the paintwork once we clean the paintwork. But we also won't finish the inside straight away, because the dirt on the outside can get into the inside. So we will do, say, 90% of the work on the inside, then move back to the outside, finish outside, then go inside. Blowout and hoover comes standard on every package. What doesn't come standard is pet hair removal, because pet hair removal can take a lot longer on top of the normal standard package, almost an hour longer depending on how bad the car is. There is pet hair in this car and we have given them the quote for the upsell, and obviously that will be an extra 20 to 25 quid on top depending on how bad the pet hair is, and we have to use professional tools as well as a lot more elbow grease to get it out. So therefore that will be an additional charge and not just part of the standard package. Got different tools here for different jobs, but for a big surface like this we do have this pet hair remover here, what is actually pretty good at getting rid of hair and the dirt out of the car. So over the main area we run this big roller, and as you can see how much hair is removed just from that amount of work, and there's still plenty in there. And then we use this little device to remove more deeper hair what just don't want to come out and obviously just stuck in there. But we just rake this through over and over again until as much of the pet hair we can get out has been removed and sorted. Obviously, as you see with this type of material, you think some of this does look like pet hair, but it turns out it's not pet hair, it's actually just a standard carpet. What's quite random, but you can see all the pet hair that it is removing, and then we just finish up and collect it up with this tool. As you can see, that's just from our first stage of the pet hair removal, and that took a prolonged time, but just got all that hair removed. And now I'll get the drill brush out, finish up the sides and get it all finished and as much hair as we can removed. There's not always a guarantee you're going to get every single bit of hair out, because sometimes it's just so embedded in the actual carpet without fully removing all the seats and wet back in. Our first part of the package is pretty much what you get at a standard valet place or hand car wash. Obviously we've removed all the rubbish, we've blown it out, we've hooved it out. Normally they'd give it a quick wipe, but we're not giving it a wipe yet because we're going to finish the outside and also put a odour bomb on the inside. Put these air freshener odour bombs on the inside of the car. They have to be left for 15 minutes and they get rid of nearly 90% of all odours and smells, but they do leave a slight residue down, so we leave the wiping dash down into after we've done that. So blow out, hoover, do the mats, do an air bomb, finished outside, finished inside. With these new fancy electric cars, they got sensors in the seat, won't let you put the aircon on to do it. So basically I've got to put screen wash on the seats to weigh the seat down to trick it to think that somebody sat in it, so therefore the air circulates. And then all I gotta do is trigger this on the inside to get it to start refreshing the air. Now the odour bomb is on the inside doing its work. It takes 15 minutes to go off, 15 minutes to set, and then you let it air out for half an hour. That last half an hour period, we obviously clean the rest of the inside by wiping down all the dash and using brushes. Now what we gotta do is clean the outside of the car. In here, in the bucket, I have different chemicals. I have my wheel cleaner, my iron remover, my 2 pump spray bottles with all-purpose and snow foam in, and then my main snow foam, what also has a little tiny bit of shampoo in. Not wax shampoo, just standard shampoo. And then in this cannon, I have my Yum Foam Plus for ceramic coating it at the end. And then I have these 2 brushes, and on these 2 brushes, I have a red one for doing the wheels, and a blue one for doing the body. These are brand new at the moment, because this is a new car, so I want to do the best I can with it. So time to start smashing out the outside. So I hit the wheels with 3 shots of clean to make sure I get all the dirt off before I start brushing them and scratching them. And so I use a standard wheel cleaner to pre-treat the whole entire thing, rinse it off, then use an all-purpose cleaner and rinse it all off, as well as tackling the wheel arch and the frame. And then finally I use an iron remover with a scrub to remove the dirt. Our lowest package, we only do the face. The higher package, we do inside the wheel arches. Inside the wheels. Then I'll just rinse it straight off to make sure that it don't sit on the tyre too long. Then that way I'm causing a majority of the dirt to already leave the car and come off. Then I just clean the wheel arches. As you can see with our first hit, that has already made a massive difference on the wheel. But that's just to get the majority of the dirt off. Then of course we hit it again to make sure that we get more off. So then the first hit is wheel cleaner by itself, all purpose. Then the second hit, we use a actual all-purpose cleaner, so therefore we can clean more the body and the arches without damaging it. Now I've hit the car on the wheels twice, I'm going to put a iron remover on it, because it's like almost 99% clean anyway, but I'm just going to make sure I get that iron off. So I'm going to use the iron remover, and then I'm going to snow foam the full car while it's dwelling, and then I'm going to get some brushwork in, and I'm going to make sure I do 2 tyres, then foam the car again, then do 2 tyres, then foam the car again, to make sure that the foam and the chemical don't dry on the car. But it works. I'm going to reapply some more iron remover and then go in with the brushwork on the wheels, doing all the front of the wheels and in the wheel arches. Now I'm going to fully rinse the car off. It's been dwelling for a while, obviously cleaning. So now I'm going to rinse it fully off and then do the next steps. Alright, so now the car has been rinsed down. You can see that it's sheeting everywhere, it's not really beading. Before it dries, we get some more snow foam, and then we snow foam the car again, but this time we're washing, going in contact. And this is the point where normally people would use a sponge and wreck the paintwork, but we're going to use some nice microfiber towels. Let's foam it up. Alright, so first things first, car's foamed. We will now get our big soft bristle and we will work our way around the car, just doing the bits what sponges or microfibers can't get into. Obviously we don't use sponges, we use nice soft plush microfiber towels, so therefore it don't wreck the paint. Because sponges, they just hold the dirt and move it around the car. And now I'll foam the car again, just to make sure that the foam ain't drying on the paintwork. Reapply. So most people use sponges or wash mitts, but we use these really nice soft plush microfiber towels. We get 2 of them, we stick them on the bonnet, spread them out, and then we cover them in snow foam. Cover them in snow foam like so. So therefore what we're doing is we're causing lubrication on them as well. Then I will fold the microfiber towels to make sure that I'm putting a clean square on each panel. So I will wash down the panel as best as I can without it refolding, because the trouble is when it's too lubey, it makes it hard to hold it. But there you go. So we will wash down each panel with a side of the microfiber towel and then fold it again to make sure that it don't spread any dirt around the car. Now I will use that clean square to go doing the door shuts, so I'm not spreading the dirt from the door shuts everywhere. Once we've rinsed off all the car is pretty much 95% guaranteed clean. You can see it beading up, well, not beading, it's sheeting. But now what we're going to do is we're going to use some iron remover and also road tile remover to remove particles that are on the car what you can't see, but they're there, and you don't want a ceramic coat before having them. So we're going to just quickly coat them in this and then sort them out. Last step for the car. Now I've done a decam and cleaned all the iron particles and road tar off. You could clay bar at this point, but this is a really new car, so you don't need to clay bar it. It's nice and slick, there's no grittiness. But you can see that there's no film or protection on this car. You can see that it's literally just sheeting off. See how it's like sheeting and not beading? We're gonna fix that. What we've just put on the car is a Yum Foam Plus ceramic coating. It can last up to 6 weeks to 6 months. People say online anyway. I've had mine on my car for a really long time and it's still going good. But you just put it on and rinse it off. So you can see the difference now on the water on the car. It's not sheeting now, it's beading, so obviously it's a lot better because it protects the car with a ceramic coating and it just works so much better. So you're driving along, it's raining, dirt or anything goes on the car, it just comes off, and then a bit of air will blow it away and make sure that the rain does not cause water spots or water cause water spots. We use spotless water, so obviously it's not going to cause spots, but we will dry the car now as well. See how it just beads the water off instead of sitting there on the paintwork. So much better. Now we just get one of our big drying towels and literally just dry the car off and make it a bit less chance of causing water spots when it has just been cleaned properly and ceramic coated and protected. Look at that reflection in it. You can see the trees. So this is where most people go wrong. They clean the car, get it all done, and then they can tread dirt or in or out. And they also, when you go to hand car washes or valeting places, they just give it a quick wipe. They use a bit of sometimes an acid, just a gloss. They got spray cans where it's just a gloss. It's not cleaning your car. They're just spraying it on. It's leaving a gloss and it's not cleaning it. Whereas you need a proper all cleaner, dash cleaner, and then you spray it on and you give it a little scrub with a really soft sponge. And then it cleans it up and sends it back to matte how it's meant to be, not a gloss like how some people think it should be, because cars shouldn't be glossy. They're dangerous, but also they shouldn't be, and it gives off like gases when it's in the sun and stuff like that. So what we're going to do is clean this inside properly back to stock. That's the car all clean and done. We do the door shuts, under the seats, everything. Remove literally 99% of the dirt. Sometimes there's a chance there might be something we missed, but just let us know, we'll come back and we'll do it.